Hello, good morning, everybody. This is Indu Das, and today I'm going to be replacing a MacBook Pro 2017 model A1706, whose battery has almost died. It's like very low or very high cycle count, so it does not last um, without power even for a few minutes. And I have ordered the battery from this site, which is from Amazon, about $50, and it just came today, so that's what I'm going to be using. It comes with battery as well as tiny little tools that you can see here, and I also have an extra tool set that I can use. So all right, let's get started. So first thing first, let me turn off the
Opening the back cover is pretty easy. You have these six spots that you can see. That's where there are screws, and you can use one of the pentalobe screwdriver that came along with the tool. So that's what I'm going to do now.
All right, so the back cover is open. So the way you do it is we have to use one of these prying tool, and prying tool either the metal or this metal one or plastic one. Go start from here, pry it a little bit. You might even need to use a knife, but knife or something, but don't go way deep inside. Pry it a little bit and then go all around it, and then we have to slide it towards you. So from this side, just push it. It does not pry open from here. It pries only from this side. Here you have to slide it, and once you slide, then you'll hear a click, and then it comes off. All right, so this is how the computer looks from inside. This is the battery. As you can see, this particular model A1706, there are two cells here. Two cells here. In some other model, you will have a single one, and then one here. So these connectors, we have to take this tape off. There is a connector here. There is a connector here. We have to take this metal thing out, and then this whole connector comes off, or actually you can lift it up, and then we have to these cells are glued here, cells are glued here, cells are glued here. So we have to kind of just like the body, we have to go underneath and then loosen it. So what we're going to do it is we are going to break this whole battery removal into three steps. First one is in which we loosen up the connection for the battery, just the connections. And second one is in which we loosen up the connections for the touchpad so that the touchpad can get removed. And third one is in which we remove the nuts for the logic board, so that this upper portion is the logic board, so the logic board can be tilted up. So the first step is loosen up the connection of the battery, and this is where this red one are the T5 screws and the yellow one is the T3. Be very careful to use the correct screwdriver. So T3 here and T2 here. That's the first step you would see in the video. Next one is the touchpad. So for touchpad, it's all just T5, and 1 2 3 4 5 here. These are the screws that you are going to unscrew to remove the touchpad. And third one is the logic board uplift. So T3 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 T5 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 T5. Once you open all of them, remove all of them, then we can lift. This is the whole portion of the logic board. You can lift it up, and then the battery will slide up.
And the touchpad connector is finally free at this point. Now it's time to remove the touchpad. So these are the T5 screws that I'm going to open now. Touchpad is finally out. Next is we have to uplift the logic board a little bit because the battery is actually the tip of the battery is sandwiched in between the logic board. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove these T5 and T3 screws so that the logic board can be tilted up a little bit. But in my notation, red is a T5 and yellow color is the T3. Once all the screws are out, then the next thing is to detach the battery, and detaching battery is really a lot of work. We have to, I had to keep doing the adhesive remover a little bit from time to time, and then keep plying with the plastic tool. And you have to do it very, very delicately so that not to spill too much adhesive on the keyboard. And then every time you have to do it, you have to see it from different angles. So it's a very slow process. I wouldn't say it's very, very hard, but it's something that you have to be very, very careful about. And finally, all the battery is out. Next comes the cleaning and scrubbing the portion. So that's what we did here. And then next, just making sure the battery is properly aligned, and then very carefully, gently putting the battery in and sliding it under the motherboard. So you have to be very, very gentle in doing that. All right, so now at this point I decided to do some more scrubbing and getting the area ready for taking the battery. So I did some more scrubbing and then cleaning, and then even took advantage of the fact that I had the brush handy, so I ended up cleaning some other portion of the board also, and then getting just the overall board ready for the new battery. So there are a lot of stickers or glue type of thing that comes with the battery. So I just laid it out almost the same way that it was there earlier, and once that's all ready, then I just have to align the battery and put it back on. So lift up the motherboard a little bit as I was telling you, otherwise the battery will not, the connector of the battery will not, it has to go under the motherboard or logic board. So that's what I'm doing here. Making sure that the holes are properly aligned. And using the same screwdriver and the same screws, that means T3 and T5, as I had earlier, to tighten this up. Now that the battery is in, it's time to um, bolt the logic board back. So again, the T3 and the T5 screws in the reverse order, And finally, time to slide the connector for the touchpad and bolt in the basically touchpad itself. You may remember all of them are T5 screws, and the connector for the touchpad, it connects with the T3, so you have to be very careful there. It's not T5, it's T3. And finally, the battery connected to the main board to power the computer. And that's pretty much it. The system is completely connected. Time to clean up, time to put the back lid back and turn on the power. And that's it. It works. And quickly checking the system report on the MacBook, you can see that the cycle count is 1 and battery health is normal, which means the new battery is working fine. Thanks for watching.